Down here at the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame with Tanya Reid. Now, you are the creator of the brand new exhibit out here at the Hall of Fame. Now, just tell our viewers a little bit of what the exhibit is.
All right, well, our exhibit is about sports and how it was affected by World War I and World War II. Now, we see a lot of different disruptions happening, the rise of women's sports. We also have military sports featured, and also a lot of civic response to sports during World War I and World War II.
So when we take a look at the exhibit itself, you can see the transgression. I guess you start off with the soldier there, and then you move on to the women's sport. And just what was the motivation behind kind of the build through the, not the ages, but almost just the steps of the effect of sports?
Well, we really wanted to tell a story about how World War I and World War II was affected by sports, and we see so many different examples of that through these different themes. That's how we wanted to display it this time around.
So we look at the last exhibit here, and you have a couple names on there. You've got one example, Stu Hart. Now, why do you pick these names specifically?
Well, these are honored members of ours, so they are inducted in the Hall of Fame, and we decided to feature these particular athletes as part of the exhibit because of their stories.
Now, there is a video here playing in behind us here. I think the viewers at home can see that. Now, what is that? Is this just kind of telling the story just in case people who visit the museum, they can't follow along, or is that what's the story behind the video as well?
It's in addition to the exhibit. We wanted to also bring in some multimedia into the exhibit to attract people in. We wanted to tell an additional story. So what you see in the video is actually a story of three veterans, two locally from Red Deer, and see how they were affected by sport as soldiers overseas. And we also have a video about the All-American baseball team included right here as well, so which is also featured in the exhibit.
So is that the female baseball team? Because we did see a rise of female sports, especially when all the men were away at war.
Exactly, that is the team. It was based in the United States. However, there were 9 Albertans on the team over the span of its existence, so it's really neat to see some of them featured.
Excellent. So the exhibit is open here at the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame. We're located just off Highway 2, open 7 days a week, and the website is?
www.ashfm.ca.
Thanks very much for joining us. That's it from the Hall of Fame.